Are you tired of your crypto just sitting there, gathering dust? Do you dream of earning passive income, but the world of staking seems, well, a bit intimidating? You've heard whispers of Kraken, one of the most reputable exchanges, offering staking services. But what about the risks? And the rewards? Is it truly worth it to lock up your precious assets for a potential yield? If these questions are buzzing in your mind, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into Kraken's staking platform, dissecting the risks and unearthing the rewards. We'll explore everything from impermanent loss to the stability of Kraken's security measures, and we'll even touch upon how to choose the right assets for your staking journey. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to navigate Kraken staking with confidence, armed with the knowledge to make informed decisions about your crypto investments. So, buckle up, because we're about to demystify Kraken staking, turning potential pitfalls into profitable opportunities. Let's start with the alluring side, the rewards. Why do people stake, after all? The primary driver is passive income. Instead of your cryptocurrencies lying dormant in your wallet, staking allows them to work for you. Think of it like a high-yield savings account, but for your digital assets. When you stake, you're essentially helping to secure the network of a particular blockchain. For proof-of-stake cryptocurrencies, validators are chosen to create new blocks and validate transactions. By staking your tokens, you're contributing to the security and efficiency of the network, and in return, you're rewarded with newly minted coins or a share of transaction fees. Kraken simplifies this process significantly. They act as an intermediary, pooling together assets from many users to meet the minimum staking requirements for various networks. This means you don't need to worry about running your own validator node, which can be technically complex and capital-intensive. Kraken handles all the technical heavy lifting, the uptime requirements, and the security protocols. Your rewards are then distributed directly to your Kraken account, often on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, depending on the asset. The annual percentage yield, or APY, is what truly catches the eye. Kraken displays the estimated APY for each stakeable asset right on their platform. These APYs can range from a modest single-digit percentage to, in some cases, double-digit returns. For example, popular assets like Ethereum, ETH, often offer a competitive APY, while smaller, emerging projects might offer even higher yields to incentivize participation in their network. It's crucial to remember that these APYs are estimates and can fluctuate based on network conditions, the number of stackers, and overall market demand. However, even a conservative APY can significantly boost your crypto holdings over time, especially with the power of compounding. When you receive your staking rewards, you can choose to restake them, essentially earning rewards on your rewards, accelerating your growth. This compounding effect is a powerful tool for long-term wealth accumulation in the crypto space. Now, let's turn our attention to the less glamorous, but equally important, aspect, the risks. No investment is without risk, and crypto staking is no exception. Understanding these risks is paramount to protecting your capital and making sound investment decisions. The first major risk to consider, especially with certain assets, is slashing. Slashing is a penalty imposed by the blockchain protocol on validators who act maliciously or fail to meet their responsibilities. This could include things like going offline, double-signing transactions, or attempting to manipulate the network. While Kraken handles the validator duties, the risk of slashing can, in theory, be passed on to the stackers if Kraken's validators perform poorly. However, Kraken has a robust infrastructure and a strong track record of reliability, making the direct risk of slashing due to their negligence relatively low. They have significant incentives to maintain high performance and security to protect their reputation and user funds. It's important to note that Kraken also has a dedicated team monitoring their validators 24/7 to minimize any potential issues. Another critical consideration is lockup periods. When you stake certain cryptocurrencies, your funds are locked for a specific duration. This means you won't be able to access or trade them during that period. For instance, staking Ethereum 2.0, now just Ethereum, has historically involved a significant lockup period, often until the completion of the merge and subsequent upgrades. This illiquidity can be a major drawback if you need immediate access to your funds or if market conditions change rapidly. Imagine a sudden market downturn and your funds are locked, preventing you from selling and mitigating potential losses. While Kraken offers instant unstaking for some assets, others will still be subject to network-imposed lockup periods. Always check the specific terms for each asset before staking. Kraken clearly outlines these lockup periods on their staking interface, so make sure to read the fine print. Then there's impermanent loss. This risk is more commonly associated with providing liquidity to decentralized exchanges, DEXs, for yield farming, but a similar principle can apply to certain staking scenarios, particularly if the staking mechanism involves a bonding curve or dynamic rebalancing that can expose you to price fluctuations. While not a direct risk in traditional proof-of-stake staking on Kraken, it's a concept worth understanding in the broader context of earning yield on crypto. Impermanent loss occurs when the price of your staked asset changes relative to another asset in a pair. The key takeaway here is to understand the specific staking mechanism of the asset you choose. Kraken's direct staking generally doesn't expose you to impermanent loss in the same way as liquidity pooling. Perhaps the most significant risk, and one that applies to any centralized exchange, is exchange risk. When you stake with Kraken, you are essentially entrusting your funds to the exchange. While Kraken is one of the most reputable and secure exchanges in the world, the risk of hacks, regulatory issues, or even insolvency, though extremely low, can never be entirely eliminated. Historically, there have been instances of exchanges experiencing security breaches or operational failures. Kraken employs industry-leading security measures, including cold storage for the vast majority of user funds, two-factor authentication, and robust compliance protocols. They have a long-standing reputation for security and transparency. However, the fundamental principle of not your keys, not your crypto remains a valid concern for some. Diversifying your holdings across multiple platforms and self-custodying a portion of your assets can help mitigate this risk. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.